Hi everyone, it's Tuesday and I'm thankful to have you here on what is the downhill side now, of course, of a picture-perfect, beautiful day in the neighborhood, regardless of what your favorite season is and regardless of whether or not today's conditions met the one we are currently in. I mean, it was beautiful. The breeze, the sun, the mild temperatures, and you couldn't ask for a whole lot more, except for it to continue. Well, your forecast, of course, doesn't work that way. We do have, however, some beautiful weather therein, but we will as well heat back up to where closer to where we should be. And then we'll talk about some shower and storm chances, which really aren't as great as what we had seen since even yesterday. So I'll update you on a pretty nice forecast overall. Very nice overall, really, in just a few moments. I have to start off the program, as I have off and on here, and more so as of late, with apologies. I know that we went through some technical difficulties experienced at Foothills Communications last week and week before. Simply put, the server that controls all of the programming on this channel, if you're watching me through Foothills, on Channel 4, just crashed, died, it's gone, over and done with. And they have since found a temporary patch until a new and much improved server can be purchased, and that's not something that you can just readily get off the shelf, but they are working very hard to get one as soon as possible. So it's been back and forth and on shaky ground. I know that they're working as hard as they can. My friend Bob Ward over there, who is the technician in charge of that, is literally just trying to keep the show up as much as possible. Just out of my hands and largely out of theirs as well, but they are working to fix the problem. So last night, I know that I had hoped and prayed that we would be here on 6 and 11 as normal, and we weren't. And I'll go back and make up a couple of the most important headlines that I had as of last night. Just please, I'm begging, just bear with us just a while longer. They promise that they are trying to make the repairs and connections as necessary just as soon as possible to eliminate that headache. So with that said, you can always, of course, find me on my YouTube channel. The show, as is the order of procedure here, airs 6 o'clock. Still no update on the 11 o'clock feed at Howard's Cable. We're waiting on them to make those arrangements. And then 6 and 11 on Foothills, and then the following morning as well, it airs at, I believe, 7:30 and 9 or 7 and 9. Also, you can find it the following afternoon on my YouTube channel as well, posted there. You can go to my YouTube channel, Your News Today by Rick Mortimer, subscribe. It will give you an alert every time that I post the show there. It is a day after, but that's just kind of the process that it has to be. So hopefully, sooner than later, these problems and issues will subside and we'll be back to whatever normal was. Again, my apologies. With that said, we've got to get right to news, because the story that I will start off with this evening is one that I've been out in the field just as of a few moments ago. As we saw, as I told you last evening, the remains of Corporal Burl Mullins of Dorton returned home after 70 years. Much like we experienced here for a McGoffin County son and soldier not too long ago, his remains were identified after being given back to the United States in 2018, and with the Department of Defense using DNA and all other evidence they had in their midst, they were just a few months ago able to identify Corporal Mullins' body. And he made his way through Sagersville earlier today after landing, I believe, at the Cincinnati airport, if I'm not mistaken, then making the trek, of course, ultimately to the Mountain Parkway and then on to Pike County, where services are to be held this weekend. And to no surprise, there were onlookers dotting the roadway for miles and miles all along the way, paying their respects to a man who served his country, to a man who died for his country, to a man whose remains would not be returned home for 7 decades. A man that certainly most all, have never even heard of. Just as we saw not so long ago for one of McGoffin County's own fallen soldiers and sons, when he was returned, overpasses all along the procession route were filled with military or first responder or just civilian personnel wanting to show their respect for someone they had never even heard of and certainly never knew and more than likely don't even know any family of. But it's a chord that strikes deep with Americans when someone who fought for their freedom is finally brought home, like Corporal Mullins, after 70 years.
Because my husband died in 2010 from Agent Orange, lung cancer. He spent 20 plus years in the Air Force.
Everybody needs to be home. We're a military family. My older brother was in the military. I had 3 uncles military. I've got cousins that's in our DAV. And it's just, you know, like this man was a Mullins. My mom was a Mullins at birth. You know, it could be related, we don't know. But I don't even know if the man has family. But, you know.
Doesn't matter if you're related or not, does it?
No, it doesn't. Like I say, they just need to be home.
How important is today?
I think really important. I think we need to really stand up when something like this is going on. We need to give them all the support we can. That boy gave his life for us.
Yes.
And we really need to honor him. We need to honor all the veterans. All of them didn't give their life, but all of them give something. All of them left their homes and everything. So they all deserve our appreciation.
You know, as a younger generation, when I went in, it's a whole lot different. So now that I'm active in something like this and being around the older generation, you really learn what, I mean, it's just totally different. You know, I went in volunteered. And some people went in because that was their duty. You know, they knew they went in under loyalty. Some people went in because they were drafted. They had to go in, but they still, so, you know, they gave their life and then some didn't come back. I mean, and I can't imagine what that would be for a family to know that, you know, where 70 years later, finally they get, you know, now with technology, they get to know that they're coming back. It's just pretty awesome, you know, and it's just, and look at how people going by and they're just being appreciative. It just feels really good to support each other, to be finally in unity, you know, everyone's finally coming in unity. That's the way it should be. It's the way God meant it to be, you know, so it's just awesome.
23-year-old Corporal Burl Mullins of Dorton will be laid to rest in Pikeville. A private graveside service will follow Saturday services at the Osborne Cemetery. Services to begin at the Hall and Jones Funeral Home Saturday morning at 11. He was a World War II and Korea War veteran, born December the 19th of 1926 to the late Love and Gusty Belcher Mullins. Welcome to East Kentucky's premier vape and CBD shop, offering all natural tobacco alternatives and everything vape and smoke shop related. Everything you're looking for and everything you're not. Best quality, best prices, best service.
Come to Appalachian Smoke Shop for all your tobacco alternatives and accessories, as well as products like CBD, kratom, and legal THC that people are telling us they're using to treat pain, anxiety, depression, difficulty sleeping, and lack of energy, as well as just for overall wellness. Make it your one stop, Appalachian Smoke Shop.
It's time to play the Lee's Famous Recipe Daily Lunch Special Game, where behind curtain number 1 we have our super tasty country fried steak sandwich, and behind curtain number 2 our famous chicken sandwich with lettuce, pickle, and mayo, and you can get either one of those on a bun or a biscuit. But wait, behind curtain number 3, our extra famous footlong with homemade chili. And all 3 come served with our famous hand-dipped potato wedges and a drink. Monday through Friday for lunch from 11 to 2 for just $5 plus tax. You're a winner either way you go at your Sayersville Lee's Famous Recipe. Parkway Pharmacy, as always, promises the quickest service with the very best care and prices, and to always have someone there to talk to when you have a question. With 3 pharmacists, curbside, drive-through, and call-ahead service. Parkway Pharmacy in Sayersville, 349-4400.
Where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
I'm Dr. Jason Zimmerman at Highlands ARH. the healthcare system of Appalachia.
Stop in JJ's Burgers and Beer for the weekend specials like 10 boneless buffalo wings and an 18-inch pizza, any toppings, for $14.99. Stop by any day of the week and get any 16-inch pizza for $9.99 and any 18-inch pizza for only $11.99. They've got a different sandwich or soup special every day of the week, big gourmet class hamburger combos, and your favorite domestic beer, $2.49 a bottle or $7.99 by the bucket. JJ's Burgers and Beer at Speedy's in Sayersville. Call the pros. All Pro Gutter Works specializes in seamless gutters, vinyl siding, metal roofing, replacement doors and windows, remodeling or adding on to your home with free and fair estimates backed by decades of happy and return customers with guaranteed satisfaction and 18 months 0% financing. All Pro Gutter Works. 349-9999. In recognition and honor of all of your achievements, especially your extraordinary senior year, Sayersville National Bank wants to salute the class of 2021 and assure you that wherever your next horizon leads you, we're here to help you save for your dreams with student, business, personal checking, and more. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2021 from Sayersville National Bank. The City Council met last evening. I'll get to that in just a few seconds. Next, a quick recap or repeat of a couple of headlines that I had last night that you may not have gotten to see. If you are a viewer on Foothills and we had those technical difficulties that they're still trying to work on. A couple of auto accidents over the course of the weekend, some serious ones at that. And also an unusual incident involving a side-by-side that caught on fire while its occupants were out enjoying the day. The first call making headlines tonight was that of an ATV fire that took place over the weekend. About 5:45 or so Saturday evening, 911 received a call and they notified the District 3 Fire Department and the McGoffin County Rescue Squad about an ATV fire that happened on the right fork of Oakley. Reports are that there were at least 2 riders on the side-by-side, and while traveling in this area, they told EMS that the passenger noticed and felt flames coming from underneath the passenger seat. They, of course, got off of the vehicle, and this is the state it was found in by emergency personnel soon thereafter, just completely gone. There looks to be what was left of a chainsaw that they were carrying. Just for other information, they told EMS that the operator that he had just bought this new side-by-side in December, this past December. Nevertheless, the cause of the fire is unknown. The 2 occupants were actually found at a residence. They were transported there by other riders, I do believe. The passenger did suffer serious, possibly first and second burns, I'm told, and was taken by ground ambulance to an area hospital for those non-life-threatening injuries, but serious burns nonetheless. This was the scene later that night, shortly after 10:30, a 2-car collision head-on on Route 40, technically only about 40 feet or so inside the McGoffin and Johnson County line on the McGoffin County side. 2 McGoffin County drivers involved, both, I am told, life-flighted from nearby the scene for serious and possible critical injuries. The actual cause of the accident is still unknown to us. It was being investigated by the McGoffin County Sheriff's Department, but we do know that a female was traveling eastbound towards Johnson County when her vehicle collided with another vehicle that was traveling westbound, a pickup truck. We know that both suffered serious injuries. The female actually was taken from the scene by the ambulance service of Paintsville and the Oil Springs Fire and Rescue Department to the old Oil Springs School, and from a landing zone there, she was airlifted to the Pikeville Medical Center. I'm told that the older gentleman behind the wheel of the pickup truck was as well life-flighted from nearby to the St. Mary's Hospital, I believe, for his injuries. No other update on their conditions at this time. And then last night in Johnson County, the W.R. Castle Fire and Rescue Department were among others that responded to this incident on US 23. They tell me it happened near Grim Hollow. This vehicle struck a deer, and it went through the windshield and hit a passenger, a pregnant woman, in the front seat. And both she and the driver were taken by ground ambulance to an area hospital for treatment of multiple lacerations, as well as assessing the mother and her unborn child. The Johnson County Sheriff's Department and the Kentucky State Police responded as well and wish to remind everyone about the dangers that deer pose while traveling. Also, a McGoffin County man was arrested over the course of the weekend by the McGoffin County Sheriff's Department, facing charges of disorderly conduct, menacing, and resisting. The officers being called to the area in question, in the Gifford Road area specifically, after someone there reported that a man in a maroon van had attempted to get young children inside the vehicle with him before leaving the scene. The arrest citation says that this man, 70-year-old Tom Puckett of Sagersville, faces charges of disorderly conduct in the second, menacing, and resisting arrest. This after 911 got a call of a maroon van that was traveling on paddle. The caller giving them its license plate number and a description saying that the occupant of that van or occupants had tried to get some juveniles, some kids that were walking along Paddle Creek to get in the van with him. Officer Jordan Osborne with the McGoffin County Sheriff's Department responded and found the vehicle in question and made a traffic stop. And when he approached, he asked for ID of the individual and asked him what was going on with the juveniles and the kids. He said that nothing had happened, that he just stopped to be friendly and asked the juveniles if they could slam dunk the basketball. The male subject then, however, got very irate, started screaming profanities at the deputy, who asked him to calm down. He did for a few moments, but as the deputy started to walk back to the car to run his information, he got out and wouldn't get back in the car as he was ordered to, and again started cussing and yelling profanities at the officer, telling him he didn't have to do, and I'll summarize, a thing that the officer told him to do. That's when he was arrested, but still struggled with the officer, resisting arrest, but was finally taken into custody and jailed. The other incident with the juveniles is still said to be under investigation by the McGoffin County Sheriff's Department. Up next, I'm going to run it again. It was belated yesterday, so it's a little more belated, but nevertheless, an important birthday wish to get out to you on tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau Community Calendar. Bessie Brown's birthday was actually on Sunday, and someone sent in a message yesterday, actually a few someones, to wish her the happiest of belated birthdays. So here it goes. Again, happy birthday, Bessie Brown. Happy birthday to you. One reminder on the calendar about the big car show in Sagersville, kind of the unofficial kickoff to the 4th of July weekend, a weekend before. It's at the Sagersville City Park. Registration noon to 3, awards at 4, dash blacks, trophies, food, music, and more. Across from Sagersville City Hall this Saturday. It's going to be a nice day. It's going to be a very nice show. Ride, drive, whatever you can, or just come by and check them all out. And check out the community calendar whenever you have something you want to have known or when you want to know what's going on. And that's birthdays and anniversaries too. Going on to obituaries tonight. We've learned of the passing of 80-year-old Della Faye Howard of Sagersville. She passed away earlier today at the Paulby Hall Medical Center. I'm also told that arrangements are still being made in her honor at this time and will be announced soon by the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Again, 80-year-old Della Faye Howard of Sagersville. There's no missing that this is the new McFarland and Tinker Law Office location on the Mountain Parkway in the former Farm Bureau building in Sagersville, just like there's no denying that their nearly 60 years of legal experience has won their clients millions and millions of dollars in disability, auto accident, and wrongful death cases. It's where your case matters to you and to us. McFarland and Tinker, also Griffey approved. Come and see the newest arrivals at McGoffin County's oldest gun and ammo dealer, like the hot new Ruger 5.7, their most cutting-edge platform yet that fires an awesome 5.7 by 28 millimeter round. And knives, they've got them. The gentleman's knife with real rosewood handles, $14.99 after a mail-in rebate, and a huge selection of case knives, hammerheads, Barlows, Stockman's toothpicks, Bone Stag handled, special knives for dads, grandpas, and our Masons, great for Father's Day, and everything you need for your 6-string, picks, strings, saddles, tuners, amps, cords, and more at Frazier's Prater Drugs Radio Shack.
Summer is here, and the deal on the iPhone 12 mini just got even hotter at Appalachian Wireless. The iPhone 12 mini comes with massive features and is the perfect pocket size. Best of all, Appalachian Wireless is offering the iPhone 12 mini for just $1 with a 2-year contract. Good things do come in small packages, and it's the iPhone 12 mini on the region's best network. But don't wait. This deal won't last long. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Just click on ConleyTire.net and you can shop for tires, find out more about services, brands, wheels, rims, their free coffee, free Wi-Fi, and free local shuttle service, and of course the latest and greatest current offers and specials, like how right now you can get up to $150 back on a set of Goodyears. That's ConleyTire.net, or you can always stop by in Staffordsville or give them a call at 297-2424. It's finally here. It's T-shirt season. And if you've been looking for the coolest designs by Pink Armadillo, Lucky Bird, and Simply Southern, look no more, because the T to tell the world what mood you're in or where you want to be is at the seasonal shop. And all the hoodies and caps and accessories to go with it. And for, I don't know, Father's Day, get Dad something from Ridge and Holler. And for anyone and everyone, something from Brewmate to chill whatever it is you're drinking. Happy summertime from the seasonal shop in downtown Sayersville. The Sayersville City Council met in regular session last night discussing finances. Throughout much of the meeting, those finances, says Mayor Shepard, in good standing, allowing some much-needed purchases for equipment, new computers for City Hall, which were all just way outdated and in need of not just repair but replacement. Also, a new zero-turn mower, much larger, more efficient, and able to mow, for example, the Ramey Park in about, one half of it in their test run in about 2 hours, which will enable them to cut the entire park in one day instead of in segments. And there was also budget matters and a second vote being taken on the budget. This budget similar to last year's and close, says Shepard, to those under his administration for the last 10 years.
I think since I've been mayor for 10 years, just 10 years this month I've been mayor, our budget hasn't varied over $150,000 from year to year. It's never went up or down really. It's basically stayed the same. The only thing that's made it go up or down, and it really don't reflect it in the budget overall, is like the FEMA money and stuff we get like that. We can't depend on that, so we don't include that in with our regular budget. But other than that, everything basically stayed the same. Our tourism fund, the money's been going up just a little bit every year because we've had like Taco Bell come in and all that. But then the COVID kind of hit it and went it down a little bit, and that's back the same. So, and our budgets on our police and fire departments and street department is just went up just a little bit, and but other than that, it's all basically stays the same. And we've been able to other things to give raises and keep hopefully the personnel happy and give them enough to keep them working on. But I think it's been a pretty good budget. We've always come within probably $50,000 every year of our budget. So.
Shepard also took some time to discuss with the council and the audience and the viewing public the annual support given to the Magawa County Senior Citizen Center. They approved that for a total of $3,900 at this particular time. And then he went on to remind everyone about the car show this weekend, the 4th of July schedule, Community Day and Heritage Day, all of which he covered in an interview here on the program late last week, and all of which I'll be reminding you about as they get just a bit closer. One more reminder, the car show this Saturday at the City Park across from Sayersville City Hall. At last report, state police have a death investigation active in Floyd County. I don't know much at this hour except to say that a juvenile has been arrested and has been charged with a count of murder. Reportedly, Post 9 authorities got a call Sunday in regards to the Floyd County shooting. They responded to the home on Valley Dale Road. They discovered that a 43-year-old man had been shot to death. He's been identified as 43-year-old Kenneth Harris of Prestonsburg, who suffered fatal injuries from at least one gunshot wound. Again, per their investigation, a juvenile, male, age unknown, or any other details about the case known for that matter, was arrested and charged with his murder. We'll have an update as soon as more information is available. Here is an updated Licking Valley RECC outlook in closing tonight, where we're looking at some more beautiful weather in the forecast. And in fact, we're going to make a run through at least the end of the work week with nothing but sun and warmer temperatures each day. Actually, with an updated forecast in hand, there's even more to like about it at this hour. An improving forecast for your weekend. The weekend still has shower and storm chances. They show up right at the same time the weekend does, but it's not all that bad. I'll get there in just a few seconds. What I have to look at before you is worth taking a little time on because it is beautiful. Mostly clear tonight and a low of 49, right around where we were expecting. Not quite as low as what we were expecting for tonight. Winds out of the northwest or so, calming down, and around 5 or 6 miles per hour down to 0 here shortly after a nice breezy and beautiful day today. We'll hit around 77 for your Wednesday under sunny skies and 57 for tomorrow night's low. Beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. If you're missing the 80s, you will be rejoicing in Thursday's weather. We'll hit around 85 degrees, 63 that night under sunny and clear skies, start to finish. A beautiful, beautiful Thursday that only gets even better and a little warmer still on your Friday. Mostly sunny, and right now around 86, 87 degrees that night, right around 67. Partly cloudy skies, but no shower chances to speak of between now and the end of your work week. We do, however, when we flip the page, have to at least talk about the possibility of a few throughout your weekend. But like I said, an updated forecast shows that the heaviest of the next round of showers holds off until Monday. Saturday, 88, partly sunny, only about a 20% chance of some showers and storms after about 2 o'clock Saturday. 86 Sunday, partly sunny, a little bit better at 40% chance of showers and storms. By Monday, though, and Tuesday, we'll bump that right up to about 60, maybe even close to 70% as far as showers and storms are concerned. And you'll see our next setup, which puts us back down into the 70s again. The third little run in the 70s in just the past 3 weeks or so. 83 Monday, 79 Tuesday. That's it for tonight. Thank you all for being here. I hope to see you back here tomorrow night for the next edition of Your News Today. Good Tuesday to you.